Now it's a constant state of falling, so yeah. We're going to give him a second because we can hear him coming, so. You're first on the agenda. You just want to start over there.
Health board is always a challenge to get out. I need to ask you guys how to request like 5 stop signs along McKnight.
There you go. All right.
What's that? Yeah. I'll tell you that the speed thing doesn't help. They accelerate when they see that.
All right, we're going to call the October 17th, 2024 City of Brentwood Architectural Review Board order. Calling the roll. Carl Carlin. Here. Paul Turner.
Here.
Matt Foreman. Here. I guess you should have started out over here. We have minutes and such, but.
Okay. I'll leave that there.
All right, approval of minutes from September 19th, 2024.
I did not have any questions.
Any questions? Do we have a motion?
Move to approve. Oh, second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? No. All right, we do not have any old business on our old agenda. So we'll move forward to new business and 8515 Rosalie.
All right, I shall.
Now you shall recuse yourself and change sides.
Alex familiar with that. All right. You guys are looking at. All right.
So Google Earth and Bluebeam. Tell us about your project, Mr.
All right,
Turner.
so we have a basic rear addition, family room, master bedroom suite. Oh, sorry about that. Gotcha. Oh, so is it the mic 3 here that's functioning? Gotcha. Yeah, it's a little easier for
Want to be able
not
to
just
see.
not just me, but for whoever's presenting, so they can see what you're looking at. So it's a one-story addition out the back of the house. It matches the lines to both ends of the existing home. We are covering some of the parking that's there. The actual drawings will have a portion of the lot or of the driveway removed at the end, just so that we can meet the 200 square foot maximum for the addition, but the overall hard square footage changes of the site will be 200 square feet or less, since we're also removing the shed that's in the backyard and removing the patio that's already there. So it is a one-story addition. So the addition will enter into the back where there's an existing double window that's on the back of the house, and then it'll have a new rear stairwell that goes down into the backyard for ease of access to the backyard. Underneath the master bedroom suite and the family room is a full garage, and then we will actually have kind of it'll be a hard surface area, which will be used as kind of an outdoor patio area when it's not used as a driveway. So, but it'll be sheltered. So one thing that was noted and pointed out to me was that I had put a window on, which was probably the typical discussion that we all have with people that we know, whether we're telling them advising them on an addition or coming to our ARB, which is that we like to have something on the back wall. So even though the elevation doesn't indicate it, it will be a window very similar to the ones on the opposite side in the master bedroom itself. Siding is basically going to match the existing gable ends. It is a brick house. And then the roofing will match the existing as best we can. I don't think we've discussed a full roof replacement on it, but I think it was a brand new roof. Yeah, it was a brand new roof, so we have a match to it, so it shouldn't be that hard. And then that's basically it. So I guess I should point out that the existing garage door, which is a single car garage in the basement right now, which hasn't been used as a garage for years, will be replaced with a pair of doors.
So just door and window colors matching existing, or?
Yes.
All right, so this W1 approximately,
Yes, and it should be it should be a W1 as well, once we're done.
all right.
And so I believe I did a nominal trim on this. This is like a 2-inch trim rather than a large trim. That way it picks up more of the brick molding because there's no real heavy trim. And then we're not going to do shutters on the sides or on any of those elevations.
I don't have any other questions.
I'm just nitpicking, you left the gable off.
Oh, well, yeah, I didn't draw it because it's in the distance. Sorry. It just depends on your. I usually try and stop not too far away from the front elevation or from the elevation that's being planned, which is why it's not there.
So, only other question I have is going to be very esoteric.
Okay?
And it's because, for those of anybody, mic's on, Milton, sorry, but because this is very similar to my house edition, which is across the fence from their house edition.
Yeah.
So we look at each other through the backyards. So I'm in favor of your proposal. However, I would consider one thing. The column you have by the garage door,
Yes.
if you look carefully, I pulled mine back 5 feet to allow for turning radius as you go around the back.
So we're not going all the way around. We're actually going under.
I get it, but to turn and get in and get out, just a consideration. I would also say it's not architecturally significant where that column gets placed. You
Oh, I
might
know which
wanna
way.
just
You're
check.
talking about closer to the new foundation wall for the thing. Okay.
On yours, it would be moving west.
Cantilever
Mine, it
or-
moved south.
Kent may kill me if I go that far, but I might be able to get a 3 feet back.
Just
and
check the turning radius for your
That's
vehicles.
something we need to come back and change.
I don't
for
think it's
that. Okay.
architecturally significant,
Okay.
but
Yeah, I mean, if it slides over some and I can get some balance of cantilever helping with the other loads, so I'll talk to Ken about it then. I appreciate the advice. I mean, hey,
Lived experience.
yeah, living the experience always fills you in all out.
yes, mine's also concrete 4 feet tall, so I don't hit it with vehicles. But
Do we have anybody online who would have questions potentially, or?
not sure, let me see if we have. No online attendees. So, anyone in the audience here to speak about this submission? Milton, if you want to make a public comment, now's the time.
You need a public comment? Oh, come on up. I'll step out. I'll step aside. Yeah. Yeah, you need to tell everybody who you are.
I don't know if it's relative to this. Milton Mesco, 8514 Rosalie. I'm one house east of this, but there were
East, gotcha. Yeah, downhill.
So architecturally, no question, I do understand you're going to move the electric utilities underground.
Yeah, that's the plan.
And I didn't see any reflection of the old storm sewer that runs across the backyard that would be in line with where the power line is going to come. That's still an active storm sewer that runs from about the tree
Okay.
due east. Now, is that any point?
I would say humbly, that's beyond the purview of this board. However, having done exactly the same thing, I might offer some advice to our neighbors if they ask.
We're all ears. I mean,
Okay, well, I'm just concerned that someday MSD may come back and want to expand on that. You remember whenever it was blocked off, when it was sealed off, but it's still active from their backyard.
Yeah, but they would both be in the easement, and MSD and Ameren then get to fight over that.
that's a
It's
utility.
not an Ameren easement. It's from the tree in the backyard.
Well, so if there's an easement one where, I mean, there is, now, the only one that we show.
It doesn't show up on MSD's drawings.
Well, actually, this one shows a 5-foot wide easement on the backyard.
That's on the
This-
backyard.
And this is not, oh, so there's one that's running parallel to the house between the two houses?
There's one that runs a 45-degree angle from one corner.
Do you have a
So
copy of that?
I would say we're beyond the purview of the
Got it.
Architectural Review
But I
Board, but
appreciate it, I'll
Yeah.
talk to the contractor.
both of them are
We'll talk to
curious,
the
so.
contractor about it, just so he's aware of it. But it should be,
But it's not reflected on any of the MSD drawings. It's there, trust me.
well, then they don't have an easement. That's a different issue, but that's out of our purview, so.
I concur. As a neighbor, it's there. So, sorry. All right. Any other public comment on this submission? All right. Do we have a motion?
I'd move to approve as noted.
I will second. Roll call. Carl Carlin?
Yes.
Matt Foreman? Yes.
I think you just say recused.
Thank you very much. All right, 2330 Hilton Avenue. Come up and tell us about your submission.
Okay, my name is Helen Kessler DeFate. I'm the architect, and yes, it is my son's residence. This started out as a simple storm door replacement, and the wood was rotted. So the trim, which is wonderful fluting on either side in wood, and then similar fluting across the top, to remove that, to remove the damaged wood, meant removing an aluminum awning that someone had put on probably in the 60s, 50s maybe, and removing that entailed removing some of the board and batten aluminum siding around the curved bay of the front elevation. And in doing all of that, it was noticed that the concrete of the porch could use some repair. So what the project is now is removing the existing concrete porch, replacing it and the steps to it and the steps from it into the house with new concrete. So that all will be new. And then looking at doing a porch and overhang protection from the weather, we looked at a number of different options and decided to really keep it very similar to what might have been built originally. It wasn't. We have the picture of the original from 1936, when the whole house cost $6,000. So times have changed, obviously. So after looking at a number of different possibilities, we decided really to keep it simple, straightforward. The curved front of the house is really the feature, what your eye goes to. So instead of trying to compete, we decided to keep it simple. That's it. We're going to put back the original wood trim that started all of this, and then really keep it very much in keeping with the house, trying to pick up some of the details on the trim. Any questions?
Oops, wrong screen.
I did take a look earlier, and colors were noted, and things seemed pretty straightforward, so I didn't have any questions.
Right.
The only question I had was, in the photos, we're seeing the Versalock or whatever brand name landscape wall. Is that going back in?
Yeah,
Okay. Because it'll come out when you excavate for new footings, so.
right. And the shrubs there too, yeah.
Any other public comments about this submission? Double check to make sure no one's online.
Move to approve as submitted.
Roll, Carla Carlin,
Yes.
Paul Turner,
Second. Yes.
Matt Foreman, yes. And I actually do appreciate you kept it very clean and simple and
Thank
well
you.
done. Thank you. Easy submissions tonight, so. All right, next on our agenda, wrong app, there we go. Public comments for members of the public to address planning and, planning and zoning. We got to get on Whitney there. She cut and pasted the wrong. Any public comments? Seeing none. Update from the building official director report.
We do have a submittal, just came in today for
When are we doing our meeting on next month? Wouldn't it normally be on Thanksgiving? Okay.
We have a motion for adjournment.
I'll move to adjourn.
Second.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very much. Stop the share. Oh, I'm not used to
There
the
you-
gavel. Take the click share off.